Good evening. We're excited to welcome you to the 17th Annual Ellison Kibler at Merrill Lynch ITL Combine Seminar. My name is Neil Stratton. I'm the owner of Inside the League. For those of you who don't know, Inside the League was launched in 2002 as an information service for the pro football community, especially as it relates to player representation and NFL agents. However, especially in the last decade, we've been proud to expand to serve the NFL scouting community. Our goal tonight is to recognize the best in the business, but even more broadly, to shine a light on one of the most important but unsung segments of pro football. I also want to introduce tonight's co-host, Gordon Whitaker of Charlotte-based Ellison Kibler at Merrill Lynch. Tonight would not be possible without Gordon and his team. Gordon, tell us more about who you are and what Ellison Kibler does.
Thanks, Neil. So as you mentioned, I'm managing partner of a group called Ellison Kibler. We are a multifamily office and private wealth management firm under Merrill Lynch and ultimately Bank of America. We have had the pleasure of focusing on working in sports and entertainment for the last couple of decades. And in particular, football has been a focus that I've had that entire time and continue to carry on today. Hollywood has kind of glamorized our side of the business a lot. And anytime you're dealing with anything about entertainment, you know they show you the fun stuff, but they don't really show the work that gets done behind the scenes. And in doing this for the last 20 years, I've literally seen everything. I've seen all the good stuff. I've seen all the bad stuff. And it really is the good stuff that keeps us coming back. It's the opportunity to take young men and turn them into create situations where they can enjoy multi-generational wealth for themselves and their families. And I'll tell you, it's an honor to be standing up here tonight with Neil. You all know Inside the League doesn't need to know introduction whatsoever. Absolute top of the heap. I was talking to somebody earlier. The work that he puts out every Friday afternoon consistently amazes me. If you do nothing other than read that Friday email, I don't know how he comes up with that email every single week. If you do nothing other than read that email, you know more about the business of football than most people. And it brings me a special honor to have the opportunity to stand in front of you all and honor you all tonight. The scouting community, this is the future of talent in the NFL, and the opportunity again to honor you all is something I absolutely cherish. And so, thank you for the opportunity to be here, and congratulations to everybody that's winning awards.
All right, so we'd like to start by recognizing some of tonight's special guests. We'll start with John Talty, who's a national college football reporter for CBS Sports and co-author of The Price, which is a book that I highly recommend. John, are you here?
Hidden behind a wall over here.
If you run, oh, okay, he's hiding over there for us. All right, John, welcome. I'm not sure.
Okay, Luke Bogus of Dropback, the ultimate front office software.
Luke, are you here? Maybe we're a little late too. Eric Galco here, Executive Director of the East West Shrine Bowl. Eric, are you here? Okay, we got a lot of people running late tonight.
Jeff Shiver, winner of the 2020 CEO Brocado Award.
Jeff not here? Okay. But Scott Di Benedetto is, he was one of the 2024 awards. Scott, where are you? He's over there. Stand up, bro. All right.
Winner of the 2022.
Mark, where are you at? There he is. And Chuck Cook, winner of last year's Steel Brocado. All right. On with the show. So, now for the Best Draft Award. The New Orleans Saints won the first ever Best Draft Award for the team's work in the 2017 NFL Draft. Marshawn Lattimore, Ryan Ramczyk, Alvin Kamara, Trey Hendrickson, and others formed the backbone of several subsequent playoff runs. However, the draft is an inexact science, and like most teams, the Saints had a series of hits and misses over the following years. But the team turned things around last April. Last spring, in the first round, New Orleans tapped Texas's Kelvin Banks, and he stepped right in as the team started left tackle. In the second round, the pick was Louisville quarterback Tyler Shough. But Shough didn't take over starter until midseason. He immediately sparked a turnaround, leading the team to a 5-4 record as a starter. Finding a starter at left tackle and quarterback would equal big success for most teams. The Saints didn't stop there. With their third and fourth round picks, New Orleans remade its secondary with Virginia safety Jonas Sanker and Louisville corner Quincy Riley. Fourth round linebacker Danny Stutzman and sixth round running back Deb Neal also gave the team production and promise. In the end, Shough finished second in Offensive Rookie of the Year voting, while Shough and Banks were both named the NFL's All-Rookie team. Also, Sanker and Riley got special mention by ESPN. For their performance in last April's draft, the Saints were voted winners of the Best Draft Award. New Orleans is the first team ever to win the crown twice. Assistant GM Jeff Ireland is here to accept the award.
Can I get Terry, Mike, Joey, and Paul? Come up here. Casey also, but I think Casey left. These are the guys that preceded me when I became a Saint. So they had to put up with me in my process. So really, this is a collaborative award, collective award. Just want to bring these guys up and recognize Paul Zimmer, Mike Ball, Terry Wood, and Joey Bitt. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah. So, really cool. Really cool. It's a great honor. I have to admit, 8 years ago when we were selected in 2017 with that recognition, I didn't know what to expect. ITL was the first year we gave the best award, and so I came by myself. And we're in a really small venue. That was a mistake because this is not just a one-person award, as we all know. It's a collaborative effort. And so I want to bring up these guys this year. Over the past 8 years, I've been to every single one of these events. It's growing like crazy. And it's really cool to see all the organizations come and support each other. And that's just awesome. I think, it's just really kind of a special thing. And then for us to be voting on each other and taking it serious to vote for the best draft, the best scouts on the road, I think that's really cool. It's a recognition that represents far more than one person. Like I said, it's a collective work of the entire organization. I want to congratulate all the other nominees and the finalists, because as we all know, scouting is very, subjective. Each of those teams that were in the finalists are deserving of this award. So we really have a talented group of scouts. These four are not the only talented group of scouts we have. We have a lot of great guys, but this is the core of the group that have been together for at least 10 years. It's a really, really special group. They're selfless, they're hardworking, they're highly opinionated, very, very competitive, and in some cases, a really loyal pain in the ass. They challenge each other. They challenge me, they challenge our GM, but that's what makes a great scouting staff. They challenge each other to be the best. We have a high standard, and they meet that expectation each and every day they're on the road, and I just want to say I appreciate it. So, thank you very much, Neil. Neil and I, we've known each other since, 2014, something like that. I just really appreciate you, for shining a light on our scouting community. Really do. Because we got in this business because we're selfless, but we appreciate the recognition. Don't expect it, but do appreciate it. So, on behalf of the New Orleans Saints, our owner, our GM, Mickey Loomis, thank you for the award.
Just as NFL scouting has progressed from reading Street and Smith magazines to today's modern techniques, we at Inside the League continue to sharpen our voting methods and grow the electorate. This year, we had more votes cast than ever as we asked the scouting community to determine the best in the executive, road, and next wave categories. This resulted in a mix of returning award winners and first-time honorees. Also, for the first time ever, we asked members of the analytics community to tell us which teams are setting the standard in this evolving part of the evaluation landscape. It all resulted in 31 award winners, more than we've ever honored in the history of our awards.
Anytime you're recognized by your peers, it's a special honor. Our 31 award winners come in 5 categories, in addition to individual superlative winners. They are Best Pro Department and Best Analytics Department, plus the Next Wave, Road, and Executive categories. In all, 74 different scouts have taken home at least one Bartlett plaque, and this offseason was the 3rd time in the 4-year history of the award that a former winner took over as a GM. Already this offseason, we've seen 2 former winners receive promotions after 8 former Bartlett honorees received promotions after the 2024 season. We're excited about our results and confident we're identifying the best of the best. Actually, y'all are. Special recognition goes out to Ed Dodds and Matt Turpinning of the Colts, who've each taken home a Bartlett plaque all 4 years that we've conducted voting. We also salute the Giants' Marcus Cooper, the Jets' Tom Green, and Green Bay's Dan Zegers, who won the award 3 years in a row. There's also the University of St. Joe, who's won the honor of Best at Rhino Pro Day all 3 years we've had held voting on the award. We're going to name it after St. We spent January sharing the results of our polling with some of the award recipients, and here's what that looked like.
This is not nothing new for either one of y'all. That's one thing. Congratulations. Second category. Both of y'all did. Yeah, it's not a problem. You got an award, man. I'm excited for you. You won the part of the congratulations. You got excited for it. You know, details, we have to show everything like that, I think we can later, so something's up. Once they drive us. You know something right, let's get up. Congratulations, one another, Barbara Jordan, and you're gonna retire the team, right? Congratulations. Just want to tell you, man, got to vote as you member of the Barbara Jordan team for 2026. And an award. Sweet. Thank you, Beverly. That's really cool. You're very kind. I appreciate it. Congratulations. One of the next ways. Oh, man. Congratulations. I appreciate it. It's come from a long way. That is, I guess, the biggest work with this year, so, that was a long one. I appreciate it. Congratulations again. We'll have details. See you there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Sometimes the one next way one with, yeah, your peers recognize you and even the other people got the work. About that. I'll get back to the way we keep going. But if you have some much now, you're sure about it. Well, keep up the good work, man. Congratulations on it. Thank you. Appreciate you got on two things. Well, on Super Bowl. Oh, yeah. And one of your second job. Oh, yeah. Congratulations on it. I'm proud of you. Thank you. Man.
I appreciate that. It's quite an honor and I think part of the work that been going on for a few years now. So it's always fun to see who gets there and who earns them. And I'm a Christian not here, I'm a Christian for 49ers and I'm a Christian to be. So I look forward to spending some time here in the evening.
See you anyway.
Awesome. Thanks.
And I just want to tell you, you've been a Bartlett member all 4 years that we handed out the award, and we're planning on saying this, but we might as well, because you guys you're aware for the 5th year in a row, so congratulations on that.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's awesome.
you obviously made a real impression on your peers. I know you're not a guy who goes out there and campaigns for this, but nonetheless, you're still recognized out there, so congratulations.
Great. I mean, it makes you feel good that, your peers think that highly of you.
Hardware. Okay. Oops. So, in the category of Best Pro Scouting Department, Indianapolis Colts. John, where are you? You? Come on up. Los Angeles Rams. I'm not sure. All right. Seattle Seahawks. In the category of Best Analytics Department, our first year offering that. Baltimore Ravens. And the other winners were the Cowboys and the Eagles, and Cowboys had to leave a little early, and the Eagles got snowed in Philadelphia. Unfortunately. All right, in the next wave category, Blaze Bell, New York Giants. Tom Bradway, Chicago Bears. Hayden Fry, San Francisco 49ers. And Jack Green, Seattle Seahawks. All right, in the road category, Marcus Cooper, New York Giants. Brian Fisher, Buffalo Bills. Ryan Florence, Seattle Seahawks. Tom Green, New York Giants. That's the Giants, didn't I? New York Jets. Chris Nolan, New York Jets. Steve Rubio, San Francisco 49ers. Chaz Stallard, Baltimore Ravens. Dan Zeggers is the winner. He had to leave early. He's not with us, right? In the executive category, also was busy Tubo Bonaconda, Atlanta Falcons. We also have Tariq Ahmad, San Francisco 49ers. Matt Berry with the Seattle Seahawks. Justin Chabot, San Francisco 49ers. Brian Chesson, Denver Broncos. Ed Dodds, Indianapolis Colts. Alonzo Highsmith, New England Patriots, had to leave a little early, so he didn't make it. Anthony Patch, Las Vegas Raiders. John Eric Sullivan went to the Packers last year. He's a little busy now. Congratulations to him. And Matt Turpin, Indianapolis Colts. All right, for right now, for our superlatives. Best on a visit, Brian Fisher, Buffalo Bills. Best running a pro day, Saewon Joe. And best at gathering character information, Brian McLaughlin, Tampa Bay Bucks.
When Inside the League first started handing out the CO Mercado Memorial Award in 2020, the goal was simply to bring attention to a scout whose name was unknown outside of the scouting circles, despite years of excellence. It's been a blessing to see the award embraced by NFL evaluators, but even more special to see how the winners have been celebrated by their friends. We're proud to give lifetime scouts a chance to come together and recognize one of their own. So far, winners have been Chicago's Jeff Shiver, New England's Alonzo Highsmith, Pittsburgh's Mark Gorshak, the Giants' Jeremiah Davis, Denver's Scott DiStefano, and last year's winner, Washington's Chuck Cook. As is our tradition, Rose Mercado, daughter of CO, will announce this year's winner.
The seventh winner of the CO Mercado Memorial Award has almost 3 decades in player evaluation. He played on the offensive and defensive lines at Heidelberg College in Tiffin, Ohio. He then coached college ball at St. Joseph's and Tiffin after a brief stint as a high school teacher and coach. Like many of our previous winners, he started out in the industry with a combine service, National Football Scouting. However, his greatest contribution to the game started in 1998. That's when he joined the fledgling Jacksonville Jaguars, where he spent more than 2 decades. He kicked things off as an area scout before rising to national scout, director of college scouting, and finally, Assistant Director of Player Personnel, before leading the team after the 2021 season. During his time with the Jaguars, the team drafted franchise leaders such as Fred Taylor in 1998, John Henderson and David Garrard in 2002, Maurice Jones-Drew in 2006, Reggie Nelson in 2007, Allen Robinson in 2014, Jalen Ramsey and Yannick Ngakoue in 2016, and many others. Married with 2 daughters, he's been with the Raiders since 2022 and today serves as Senior National Scout with Las Vegas. The 7th winner of the C.O. Mercado Memorial Award for lifetime service to NFL scouting is Andy Dingler.
Yeah, it's a great, some kind of cool honor. Yeah, it's something, that we really enjoy giving out to people who've kind of been anonymous, they've been working really hard for a long time. You're the winner this year, man. I just want to tell you congratulations. I'll get with you later and keep the details and everything. But it's kind of become something neat. And, I think, I know you expect to see it a lot of people do, obviously, yeah. So, anyway, I'll circle back with Andy, we'll get all the details to you, make sure that it's gonna be a special night, we look forward to handing you the award, man. Thank you. Yours, brother.
Andy, I'm happy for you. Congratulations on winning the CO Capaldi Award. You're the epitome of what CO is all about, being a grinder, leaving no stones unturned. And you also play it forward to all the young scouts, teaching the way of scouting. And you young scouts out there, you gotta be like Andy and the rest of us that won this award. Keep giving it back to our profession. It's an honorable profession. Andy, I salute you.
Andy, congratulations on this well-deserved honor. You embody the spirit of the award and what it takes to be successful in this profession. With your keen eye for talent, your selfless dedication, tireless work ethic, your ability to connect with people, the ability to give an honest opinion, and just being an overall good person. Thank you for being my friend and a longtime mentor. I cherish all the memories we had together. Again, congratulations to you, Michelle, and your family. Love you, brother.
Hey, Andy, just wanted to say congratulations on the CO Mercado Award. Really cool to see you recognized. It's definitely earned through all your time with Jacksonville and with the Raiders. And just from my viewpoint, it's been a real privilege working with you for the last 4 years. It's definitely made me a lot better. Honestly, I have a lot of respect for you as a scout, as an evaluator, as a worker. You do things the right way. You treat people well. You set the standard every day. But where I've really benefited from working with you is I consider you a mentor and a friend and somebody I look up to and respect and have great admiration just for the way you treat people and the way you go about your business. So much love, respect for you, man. I'm happy for you to get this recognition, but man isn't coming. I need a couple more drafts at least out of you because you got to get the Raiders turned around. So appreciate all your work and congratulations on your award.
Andy, congrats on receiving this year's annual legendary CO Mercado Distinguished Award. Well deserved. What an honor to receive this from our old friend and predecessor named award that exemplifies what you represent in your lifetime service. We never worked together, but plenty of school visits, all-star games, pro days, and combines. You've been the consummate pro, humble, poised, and a sharp football evaluator. Through years of your service on the scouting journey, evolution of scouting, you've always been the same. Diligent, calm, and comfortable style interview. I also know you've been a mentor and example to younger scouts as a natural leader, just like Theo taught us. Again, I just want to say thank you for your diligence and service in this business, and congrats on what you've given this profession. And I know I'm a better man for knowing you.
Andy, congratulations
most certainly earned and well deserved. You're a testimony to great friendship and professionalism. Congratulations and God bless.
Andy, come on up.
Usually don't hear that many good things, so. Take what I can get. I would like to thank Neil for this award. And I'd really like to thank Lexio, who laid the foundation for me when I was younger. He implemented drills and techniques that we still use today. And he didn't compromise. He stood his ground, and he never compromised his principles. You also know too that you had to be there extra early on a pro day, or he'd start at 7 a.m. when the scheduled time was 10. And if you got there on time, it was over. So I would like to thank Neil for his continuing support of our great profession. I'd like to thank my wife, Michelle, who sometimes referred to as Beauty and the Beast by the group that I have, because she's such a beautiful woman. I'd like to thank my daughters, Emily and Abby, my stepsons, Nick and Nathan, and my parents are looking down. I'd like to thank my high school coach, who instilled discipline and held me to a high standard. Such as having to have your shoes spit shine on it before a game, or you wouldn't play. Or you couldn't talk to girls on the day of the game. True story. I also like to thank Duke Babb, who started me at NFS, and he taught me attention to detail. I prayed each week I wouldn't get a FedEx package with all inked up red marks all over it. But it was really a privilege to work there. I worked with Jeff Ireland, Jeff Morrow, Tom McConaughey, Greg Miller. And I'd like to thank the Jaguars for 23 years of service. With Coach Coughlin, Gene Smith, Jack Harris, Dave Caldwell. And I cut my teeth with scouts like Tim Mingy, Lewis Clark, Cub Driggers, and Marty Miller. I'd also like to thank Dave Ziegler, who brought me to the Raiders. And I've been working with Sean Hayrock, Champ Kelly, Tom Telesco, and John Spytek, who kept me on. And I'd like to thank our owner, Mr. Davis, who anybody that's with the Raiders wants to do well, because we have old school benefits. We're still in the pension, and he treats us great. And I'd really like to thank my Raider family that's here. You still make it fun. And I don't know, we have such a talented group. We're kind of old and young, and we have a lot of really good young scouts. So all in all, I'd like to thank all the guys that helped me in this profession, figure out, when I first started, what to do, how to evaluate. And then all the changes with technology over the year, it still comes down to relationships at the school, being a good guest, and still taking the time to watch the tape, evaluate the player, and he'll let you know who he is if you take the time to watch the tape, irregardless of what your system is. The time has flown by in this business for me. I look around and I'm in year 31, and I just hope that I can give back a little bit to some of the younger scouts, and am so appreciative of this award. It's touching to put in this time. So once again, thank you, and thanks to Neil.
It wouldn't be a celebration of the scouting profession if we didn't also pay tribute to the people who helped evaluators do their jobs. This is our fourth year heeding the contribution of the nation's pro liaisons. We're our fourth year separating the honor into two categories. P4 and G5. We'll start with the P4 award winner this year by a vote of active NFL evaluators. The fourth annual winner of the Pro Liaison of the Year award at the Power 4 level is AJ Wessel of Cincinnati.
Just quickly want to thank everyone come through our building. You guys do a phenomenal job. That's an incredible partnership. I want to thank you to Coach Satterfield, Zach Grant. We have an incredible team, and it's all because of you guys. Appreciate everything, and go Bearcats. Thank you guys so much.
All right, now for the winner of the Pro Liaison of the Year award at the G5 level. I've been privileged to work with this young man since he went to the College Gridiron Showcase in 2022 to build his network, learn the game, and bet on himself. Since then, he steadily climbed the ranks, rising from Houston Baptist to the University of Memphis to now the University of Arkansas. The winner of the Pro Liaison of the Year award at the G5 level is Blake Moore.
I just want to say a quick thank you to everybody that stopped through Memphis and voted for me for this award. Obviously very grateful. Appreciate you guys. Look forward to bringing the same energy to Arkansas, and go Hogs.
Like the Pro Liaison of the Year award, the Strength Coach of the Year award is also a recent honor. We feel that it's a critical honor given the key role strength coaches play in getting at the character and ability of modern draft prospects. Like the Pro Liaison Award, we've divided the Strength Coach Award into P4 and G5 distinctions. We'll start at the P4 level. After Duke's David Feely took the title in 2024 and Texas's Torrey Becton in 2025, the winner of the 2026 Strength Coach of the Year award at the P4 level is Texas A&M's Tommy Moffitt.
I'd like to introduce Neil Stratton of Inside the League. They work extensively with front office personnel in the NFL and recognize people that really support the NFL scouting community. Neil. Coach Nicole, NFL Scouts, 2025, NFL 2025 season. And this year, honestly, your availability of your wins now. Age, 2026. First of all, I'd like to thank Inside the League for the P4 Strength Coach of the Year award. I know that the NFL scouts were the ones who nominated me for this and voted, and I really appreciate all the effort that you guys put into doing your job. You're relentless. I know that. You're there every day asking the hard questions, and I think it's important for both organizations that we represent our players in a manner that it helps them to get drafted and the scouts to know the type of young man that they're going to get. And then I think it really helps the league and the different teams and league officials and team officials to make the right picks for them. And I think it's just a great relationship. It would be bad if I didn't recognize my staff, because nothing that we do here, nothing that I've done in my career would be, I wouldn't be able to do without the help of all these great men that have helped me and all the scouts that have offered me advice throughout my entire career. Many of the guys, we started in this business together, and I just really appreciate all of the work and dedication that you do to your job, and it motivates me to do my job as well. And thanks to all those that bring donuts and coffee. It's great. Thank you, and God bless you all, and good luck.
Strength coaches at the G5 level play an equally important role in the evaluation process, and maybe even more significant one given the difficulty of finding today's diamonds in the rough. The first ever winner of the Strength Coach of the Year award at the G5 level
Good evening. My name is Brad Shea, and I'm currently the Director of Professional Conditioning at the University of Connecticut. I was previously at the University of Toledo for 10 years under Coach Gates. Sorry I can't make it tonight. We're in the middle of our training